Welcome, gorgeous woman. I'm so excited to be here with you today with the special live stream on how to cure your vagina. So this is called the Vagina Cure, and it actually takes you through what I call the ABC of healing, the very specific both physiological, psychological, and nervous system framework that is absolutely essential to help you break free from pain, disconnection, lack of aliveness, lack of desire, and actually help you become a flourishing woman in your mind, in your body, and in your sexuality. So if you're new to my world, welcome. It's such an honor to share this with you. My name is Dagmar, and I am women's confidence and sexuality expert, and I help in a very unique way women from all around the world to break free from sexual trauma, from pelvic pain, from sexual pain, so they can first and foremost deeply understand how their body works, how their sexuality works, and actually reclaim a deep pleasure and deep connection with their sensuality, so they can start focusing on living their best life. So this live stream, the Vagina Cure, is for you, whether you are a woman who struggles with vaginal pain or pelvic pain. This is an excellent live stream for you if you have had sexual trauma, and as a result of sexual trauma, maybe you are very triggered around sex, or you have hard time with sexual connection, with sexual intimacy. This is also for you if you are maybe new mother and you've given birth, whether that's 3 months ago or 3 years ago, and your birth was way more challenging than it was expected, and it has created some damage in your tissues. This is also for you if you have any challenges ranging from incontinence through organ prolapse, through sexual pain, through vaginal pain. This framework will really open your eyes to what is possible when you involve this ABC of healing and actually start applying it specifically to your body and specifically to your sexuality. So as I am diving through this ABC of healing, if anything comes up, feel free to post your comments or your question in the comments below. And taking in consideration the sensitivity of this topic, I know it's a vulnerable topic. So if you prefer to be private with me, you're very welcome to send me a private message on Messenger and we can chat, and I'm very happy to answer anything that you might be thinking or considering or going through. So let us dive right in. The Vagina Cure is based on a powerful framework of what I called the ABC of healing. The A stands for alignment, the B stands for beliefs, and the C stands for cervical embodiment. So let me break this down for you step by step. The first part of this framework is alignment. And when I'm talking about alignment, I'm really talking, here is my very big friend in my life. This is a model of female pelvis. When I'm talking about alignment, I'm really referring to how you are using your body. How is your pelvis aligned? Not just when you're doing yoga or when you are in a Pilates class, but what is the position, what is the alignment of your pelvis all throughout the day. Now, the reason why this matters, and I have spent from the age of 22, I've spent over 15 years in the world of biomechanics, in the world of pain management, where I have been working with woman after woman around helping her to heal from chronic pain, from chronic sexual pain, from chronic pelvic pain. And one of the biggest thing I have seen for so many women, even those who are, doing a lot of healing work, or they are doing pelvic therapy, they are exercising, they are, having a good diet and nutrition, is the poor alignment or the misalignment of their pelvis that happens through bulk of their day. So the essence of your pelvis being aligned as it relates to healing, whether that's organ prolapse or incontinence or sexual pain, is your pelvis has to be in what's called the neutral pelvis position. The neutral pelvis is basically where these front two bones of your pelvis, they are known as the ASISs, and your pubic bone, they are in one vertical plane. Not in one plane as like a lot of teachers are teaching, in one vertical plane. And what happens when your pelvis is in a vertical plane, your vagina, obviously your pelvic ball holds your bladder, it holds your womb, it holds your rectum, and underneath that you have your vaginal canal. So if your pelvis is misaligned, and the most common misaligned position of the pelvis is something like that, it's a tucked pelvis position, which actually throws your vagina off of its optimal position. So let's say if my pelvis is in neutral, it's not quite like that, but let's say the vagina is vertical. And suddenly, if my pelvis is all day long in a tucked pelvis position, my vagina is 24/7 in not congruent alignment. Now, what happens as a result? The health of your body is massively, how would I say it, the health of your body is massively, I'm not finding the right word, but what you need is a proper alignment. When you have a proper alignment, the nerve conduction, the communication between your brain and the different nerve structures and nerve conduction, nerve communication in your body can happen optimally. In addition, the way your tissues heal, let's say you do have a pain, let's say you do have, a tissue damage in your vagina because of really painful childbirth. Let's say you do have nerve irritation in your vulva because you have been diagnosed with vulvodynia. Now, the way your tissues repair is through circulation. Circulation is like the foundation in which your tissues are able to regenerate at their optimal speed. And in order for you to be circulating optimal and actually getting that optimal 24/7 circulation, not 24/7, of course we are sleeping and we are resting, and during sleep there's a lot of regeneration happening, but the position of your pelvis matters in such a big way. And if you can take like literally one thing out of this life, it's literally this: you gotta align your pelvis. And you gotta be really mindful throughout the day how you are holding yourself, how you are moving, how you're sitting, how you're standing, how you're walking, and all of that needs to be done in alignment with neutral pelvis. I'm not gonna lie, it's a significant amount of work, especially if your hamstrings are tight, especially if you're carrying a lot of tension in your pelvic floor, especially if you lost your lumbar curvature because of postural imbalances or maybe some psycho-emotional issues. But getting this piece, aligning your pelvis, I'm not gonna lie, it can take away 50% of your issues. Like 50% of the vaginal challenges can be cured if you're starting to mind your pelvis, you understand how to create neutral pelvis in your body, and subsequently you are really mindful of how you're using your pelvis, how you're aligning your pelvis throughout the day. So that is the A of ABC of healing. The second, the B stands for belief. Belief. So here we are moving from the body into your psychology, into how you're using your mind. So let me ask you this. Whatever you have going on, whether that's organ prolapse or whether that's sexual pain or whether that's pelvic floor dysfunction, do you believe at the core of your being that your body can heal? Are you supporting yourself mentally? Are you supporting your body mentally every single day and creating an environment of absolute belief that you have whatever it takes to heal? Now, chances are that this is not a part of your day. This is not part of your life. Chances are, in fact, you have, tried, you have put your best foot forward. You've tried pelvic floor therapy. You went to gynecologists, you went to specialists, and you got quite discouraged because your body has not just got better. Maybe you have been at it for 3 months, maybe you have been at it for 3 years, maybe you have been, I have clients even who have been at it for 12 years before they've exhausted all the options and they actually come to me and it's like, Dagmar, I have to work with you. I have to work with you. You're the only person who understands the full picture of everything that's going on for me. So when it comes to belief, it's so critical for you to create a mindset of believing that your body can heal, that you have everything that you need inside of yourself for your body and for your vagina to heal. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I've been through my chronic pelvic pain, and like my husband is sitting next to me here and he has been witness to my pelvic pain a few years ago, it has been so debilitating to literally go, I was going from specialist to specialist. I was getting MRI and X-ray and I was going through osteopath and I was getting this body work and nothing was helping me. Sitting on a chair and having meal at night was like, I literally wanted to fall in pieces. It was so like almost dehumanizing to not have the guidance and the understanding and the health protocol, the healing program that will actually allow me to get to the root cause of my pain. And I had to do a lot of self-studying and like self-experiencing, and really this is one of the reasons that brought me to study the human body, to study the nervous system, to study the biomechanics in such a deep way, because I was crippled in pain. I was crippled in pain and no one could help me. No one had this full spectrum understanding of what my body really needs to heal. But in all that, even though when I was going through horrendous pain, even when I was supporting myself to by having painkillers so I can just get through the day and function, at no point I've lost my hope and my belief that I can heal. At no point I packed up the shop and say, this is it, I cannot heal. Every single day I would support myself mentally and energetically in trust in my body, in trust in this healing capacity inside of me that my body can heal. And it allowed me to get through the dark night of the soul. I cannot tell you how important it is for you to start mentally supporting yourself and believing that your body can heal. Now, if it means, being in my community and actually getting in my Facebook group, Flourishing Woman, you can absolutely do that. I'm creating a lot of support system in my group. If it means, reading healing stories of women who've been through the same journey like yourself and they have healed their vagina, they have healed their sexuality, you gotta do that. If it means working with a mentor who can take you under her wings and really give you the step-by-step process around healing your body and supporting you mentally and energetically, you gotta do it. But it's so critical that you create the mind of my body can heal, my vagina can heal, my pelvis can heal, I can get through this pain and I can see the other side of a tunnel. It's absolutely critical. Which takes me to the third part of this framework, and that is C. And the C stands for cervical embodiment. Cervical embodiment. So as a women's health mentor, as a pelvic health educator, one of the things that really breaks my heart is that when it comes to women's cervix, we only talk about cervix in relationship to cervical cancer or dilating cervix in preparation for childbirth. As women, we are completely disconnected from our cervixes, and the cervix is usually surrounded in our mind with a lot of fear, with a lot of disconnection, and with a lot of this fearful potentiality around what might go wrong in our cervix. Now, what I'm here to share with you today is your cervix is the potential for healing. Your cervix has tremendous healing capacity. And the reason for that, if you are in my community, if you have been, watching my videos, reading my content, reading my messages, you heard me talking about your vagus nerve. Now, your vagus nerve, just a very quick recap, is the 10th of your 12 cranial nerves, and it is the major regulator of relaxation response in your body. The vagus nerve and how that relates to cervical embodiment, the vagus nerve is a nerve that connects your brain into your heart, into your lungs, into your gut, into your pelvis, all the way down into your cervix. So when you start to do practices that allow you to connect with your cervix in an embodied way, not in a psychological way, not like I'm going to think about it or I'm going to meditate on cervix, which in itself has its value. But when you actually touch cervix and start to do processes that help to de-armor, scar tissue or adhesions or tension patterns, but even on an emotional level, maybe that is trauma. Maybe that is you're carrying a lot of fear, a lot of shame at the tissue of the cervix. When you start to, release these layers, de-armor the physical tension or the psychological tension, you're actually creating a ripple effect of healing because of the vagus nerve connection from the cervix through the gut, the heart, all the way up to the brain. So the studies and the research is conclusive. And what the research says is that how does the vagus nerve, so does the rest of your body. How does the vagus nerve, so does your body's capacity for healing, your body's capacity for regeneration, you being able to take a chill pill, like a sleep pill, and really being able to rest and relax in a really, really deep way, which is incredibly important for healing chronic pain. So when you start to, and as it relates to vaginal cure, and you start to do cervical embodiment and processes that allow you to touch and contact the cervix, of course, in a loving and mindful way. This is not about causing tissue irritation. This is not about re-traumatizing you if you do carry sexual trauma. Instead, this is about doing it in a safe and loving and body positive and life affirming way, so you can get this life-changing contact of the vagus nerve and actually start this is not only healing your vagina. When you do a cervical embodiment, when you start embodying your cervix because of the vagus nerve connection, you're actually improving the health and vibrancy and aliveness in your whole body, in your whole system. So to sort of start bringing this to a conclusion, the vaginal cure is based on the ABC of healing, which A stands for alignment. You gotta mind your pelvis, you gotta align your pelvis into neutral position and mind its position all through the day. So that's where we are hitting the physiological healing. B stands for beliefs and really mentally supporting yourself, mentally supporting the capacity for yourself to heal, trusting in yourself, trusting in your body, supporting this inner healer inside of you in a psychological way. And then the C stands for cervical embodiment. You gotta start connecting in a tissue way, in an embodied way with your cervix, because that is this secret doorway to actually breaking free from pain, from tension, from maybe a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear that you might be getting at the tissue level in your vagina, and start healing you from inside out. So the truth is, gorgeous woman, that your body knows how to heal. Maybe this is the first time ever that you heard this, and this message of its own can bring a lot of tears and a lot of emotion. I'm getting caught up. A lot of big emotions for you. That's not what our medical community tells us. That's not what many times our specialist tells us, right? What specialists want to do, they want to operate, They want to prescribe antidepressants. They want to put mesh in our vaginas. They want to take the healing power and the healing capacity of our bodies away from us. And what I'm here to tell you is that it does not have to be this way. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to exhaust all the options by yourself. You don't have to try and go in circles and, not knowing or not trusting or not believing, being in pain, being exhausted, being traumatized. You can raise your hand and ask for support, ask for guidance. What we do in Flourishing Woman, what we do in Flourish Institute are life-changing processes that allow you to heal at your core and be empowered for the rest of your life with skills, with tools, with practices that put the power of healing into your own hands. This is empowerment at its best. So if you would like to explore these healing options for yourself, for your body, for your pelvis, for your vagina, it's very simple. And you have two options. Option one is you can reach out to me privately. You can send me a message on Messenger and we can have a chat around your healing options. Or second is you can go to our website, which is bit.ly/flourishing woman strategy, bit.ly/flourishing woman strategy, and actually book for a strategy call. Now, on a strategy call, we're gonna meet like this, you and I together, and I will really, how would I say it? You're going to share with me like really what is going on in your body, where are you on your healing journey, what are the options you've already tried, and I will map out for you healing process that will actually allow your body and your sexuality and your vagina heal at its core. Now, on the call or on Messenger, if it makes sense that one of my programs, one of my healing programs can support you on this journey, I would love to invite you to work with me. I would love to share with you what is possible and how I can support you, how my programs can support you in healing your vagina at its core. So I'm sending you so much love. Once again, I want to share that healing is available when you know how to activate the healing codes, when you are minding the alignment of your pelvis, when you're believing in yourself and you're believing in your body, and you're stepping into the embodiment of your cervix, which is absolutely exquisite. So feel free to reach out, feel free to send me a message, feel free to comment. I'm inviting you to book in for a strategy session, and I cannot wait to connect in a really heartfelt way and start mapping out your healing journey. Sending you much love, gorgeous, and cannot wait to connect.